everybody, it's Darla over at Trying to Be One Smart Cookie, and today I am going to make my laundry detergent, and this batch will do me approximately a year. So it costs, the ingredients all together cost $32, and I will have enough laundry soap to do 11-12 months. So let's get to it. I'll show you what's in it. Okay, so ingredient number one is 4 bars of solid laundry soap. This stuff's just from the dollar store. It's 2 bars for $1.25, I believe. And this happens to be Sunlight. You can totally get the on-scented. I actually like the lemon smell. So you have 2 options with this soap. So you need 4 bars, so 2 packs. You can grate it the old-fashioned way, or you can do it in your food processor. Guess which one I do. So for the food processor, I just roughly chop it up with my big chef knife. Voila. It's all dirty, it's from the soap. And I'm never concerned about using my kitchen stuff for this because it is all cleaning agents, so I can rinse it off, wash it up, and I know it's still safe to use. So, besides, you can wash dishes with this if you need to. That's what people used to do. They used to have a bar of Sunlight soap in the house, and this was used for laundry, for bathing, for shampoo. It was the get-all, be-all of soaps. So because it's soap, it's going to gum up in the food processor. So what I do, borax is another ingredient that goes in a full box. So I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit of the borax in, and I do it in 2 or 3 batches, and this helps break up the soap and keeps it from gumming up around the blades. So I'm going to do that, and I'll be right back. Okay, so that's the hardest part actually of making this whole soap is grinding it up. I don't know if you can see the consistency. My light's a little bright over the island, but it's like coarse sand maybe closer to an Epsom salt consistency. So it's my second batch. I did it in 2. And I used maybe half a cup of borax in each thing that I did. So half a cup of borax to 2 things of soap. So there we go. It smells so good. It's so lemony. Just mixing that through. Now, please feel free to use a large spoon, to wear gloves if you have any sensitivities. I know this doesn't bother me. I've done it so many times. So ingredient number 2 is the rest of borax. So nothing too fancy. We dump her in. It is an eye irritant, so try to stay back from that extra powder coming out here. Woo! Voila. Put that over here to rip up for the recycling later. And I'm just going to mix that through a little bit. Years ago, people used to use borax, vinegar, and the bar soap to clean mostly everything in the house. Nowadays, we kind of believe that we need all these special cleaners. We need to have, you know, something particular to clean our counters, something particular to clean our cupboard doors. And really, you need soap and water. You don't need specialty things. But we've been kind of brainwashed to think that we do. For example, when you buy laundry soap, there is so much additives to it that you have to use like half a cup of soap or whatever it is per load. And this one, I use a tablespoon to do a whole load of laundry. And my laundry is sparkling. It doesn't smell. I haven't had stains on anything. And we have hard water. Like, I mean, everything turns yellowy in our water because of the amount of manganese and iron in it. So I might have needed a bigger bowl, but this is the biggest one I have. I generally borrow my mother's big old-fashioned bread tin, which is like this when I do this. But as I said, it's a blizzard here today, so I wasn't running, out of town. Okay, next ingredient. This is washing soda. I bought this one off Amazon because I can't buy it locally, but you should be able to buy it locally if you live in a bigger area. I paid $7.99 for this, and this is how big of a bag? I don't know. It's a 2 kilogram bag. So all of that baby goes in. Might have to separate into 2 bowls. We'll see. Now, this is not baking soda, people. It is washing soda. It is different than baking soda. That will also be recycled. I'll put that over there. And another little mixy poo. Now, I generally don't mix that every step, but the reason I'm doing this is because when I get all the ingredients in there, this bowl is going to be so full that I will make a monster of a mess trying to. And I'm just running my hands through like this. It's actually kind of soothing. All right, I'll get the rest of this mix and then I'll show you the next ingredients. Okay, so I did actually take some out and put it in this bowl, and I'll mix that in later just because I'm making a mess all over my counter and floors, which is all totally wipeable, but you know. And I know I said earlier you can clean most things in your house with soap, and I included counters, but be careful that you don't have like a specialty counter like granite or something. So the next thing is an oxygenated cleaner. So I have OxiClean. Last time I made it, I used the No Name brand. It was fine, but I'm excited to say that OxiClean is now available at my dollar store. So in that goes another little quick mixy poo. So this is why you don't need any stain remover on the side, because every load has OxiClean in it. And with my hard water, my whites actually stay white without bleach, which I think is fantastic. I think I gotta take another scoop of this out. Like my precise measuring. Wait, these are the, I think they're the regular size of OxiClean, 680 grams, so I put 2 of those. And now I have the 2 kilogram box of baking soda. Baking soda this time, not the washing soda. So we'll mix that in a bit. And you want to go through if there's any like hard pieces. Sometimes, you know, your soda gets hard pieces. Make sure you go through with your fingers and break those up. Or with your spoon, whatever you're using. Can you see all this powder going up? All right. So 2 kilograms, I believe, is how many of the small boxes? There's 500 grams. That's like 4 small boxes, if you can only find the small ones, of baking powder. Baking soda. Sorry, it's not powder. Do not put baking powder in your laundry. I'm not sure what it'll do. Just don't do it. All right. So this is getting well mixed. Now this next ingredient is optional. Next 2 ingredients are actually optional. I am well powdered. Okay. You want 4 cups of Epsom salts. Why do I use Epsom salts? Because my water is hard, as I said. If your water's not hard, you do not need it. And I know I just said 4 cups, but I believe I actually put 6 if I remember correctly. So this is just regular Epsom salts. You can certainly get the scented ones, especially if you use the unscented laundry bars, the solid laundry bars. Like I have the lemon, so I didn't bother doing extra scent. So that was 2 cups. I'm going to put an extra 2 cups and see how she feels. I think that will actually be plenty. So my bowl is overflowing here, and I still have all that other powder to put in. So let me get this mixed, and then I'll tell you about the next ingredient, okay? There we go. It's all mixed, and I'm going to put the rest from this jug in and mix that a little bit at a time. Now, I know there's a lot of powder going up in the air. It's probably not great to be breathing that in, I'm assuming. So wear a mask if you need to. Do as I say, not as I do. This is like so relaxing. You just let it run through your fingers and mix it. And you can see little bits of soap. I think you can see, can you? Oh. There, now you can. Little bits of the soap through it. And it's it smells really nice in here. So at this point, if you want, you can put essential oils. If you haven't used scented laundry soap, if you haven't used scented Epsom salts, please feel free to put a teaspoon or so of whatever essential oil you prefer. I have never actually done it with essential oils. My sister does, so I don't know if it's I personally don't know how it works, if it would put oil in your clothes. I don't believe it does, because I don't think she would use it if it did. So here's the last mix. Oh my goodness. Watch, that's what it'll pick for my thumbnail, that lovely face. I don't pay for YouTube, so I don't get to customize my thumbnails. If I get more into it, I will subscribe, but you know. For now, this is just for fun. There she goes, she's overflowing. Okay, so I can mix this better when I get it in the containers, but you get the idea. Get a big bowl. I know some people that make this and they do it in like a tote, like one of the big totes, plastic totes, also from the dollar store. Okay, I'm going to grab some containers and put this stuff in the containers. All right, so for containers, nothing fancy. I use washed ice cream containers. And I also have this, which has a little bit of Epsom salts in it. It's discolored, it's older than time. I think my mom had this when I was a child, and it has cover. So this holds probably, I don't know, 6 liters? Something like that. I haven't actually measured it. So this is 1 cup. This is 20 loads in this cup. Let's see how many cups we get. I got 7, right? 8, 9. Probably can fit 10 cups in this. If I really force, I can get 12. 11, 12. I hope I counted that right. So 20 by 12. This is 240 loads of laundry. Because I use this little scoop, as I showed you. It holds 2 or 1.5 tablespoons, and I use about 3/4 of it. All right, I'm gonna finish scooping, and I'll let you know how many more cups I get. Et voila, we have 30 cups exactly of laundry soap. So I do about 20 loads. So it's like, what, 20 times 300? Haha. That is a lot of loads of laundry for 30 bucks. So this here is what I actually keep in the bathroom. Very hard to open one-handed, obviously. Full disclosure, I did add an extra cup in of Epsom salts. And I just put my little thing in there. And that looks very pretty on the shelf in my bathroom. So remember, if you have any sensitivities, make sure you wear gloves and don't breathe in the vapors as well. And remember to smile at somebody today because they might need it just as much as you do. Oh, wait, before I go, I also wash and rinse in cold water. So you don't have to use hot water for this at all. Okay, just want to let you know. Bye.